If you're just starting OrbusVR, there's a lot to figure out. We recommend checking out our quick start guide video and doing the in-game tutorial for some of the basics, but we realize this doesn't cover everything. So here are 15 helpful tips for the beginner player. While both are handed out from NPCs and are a good way to earn XP, missions and quests are two separate things. Missions can be picked up from the 7 mission vendors in High Step. As you level up your class, new level-specific missions will become available. You can also click the green plus sign at the top of the mission vendor window to use a mission token to get one random daily mission that you have already completed and is not currently in your missions list. You get 5 mission tokens a day and can hold a max of 25 tokens. Once you've picked up a mission, you can view it under the Missions tab at the top of your character screen. Quests are stored in your player journal and come from a variety of sources. There are tutorial quests from Randall, one-offs from random locals, lore quests from mission vendors, and rotating seasonal festival quests. There is also the Explorers League Outpost quest line, but we recommend being at least level 12 before starting that. You can also purchase the DLC to start that quest line, but again, we recommend starting that at a higher class level. Keep track of objectives in your player journal, and always return to an NPC to turn your quest back in to receive XP or a reward. Mounts make it quicker to walk around the overworld. For a new player, the quickest way to get a mount is through Darius, the monster killer NPC. Each time you turn in a quest, you'll earn reputation with Darius. Once you've earned level 1 rep, you can purchase a mount for 500 dram. Once purchased, equip it to the mount spot in your inventory. To open your mount, put both hands in front of you, hold both grip buttons, and pull your arms outward. Mounts automatically disable during combat, so you will need to reopen your mount after killing an enemy. Teleport pillars also make traveling around the overworld quicker. Before you can use one, you will need to first unlock it, which simply means finding it in the overworld and walking up to it. Start by unlocking the Fellowship Court pillar in High Step. Note that there are also rune pillars throughout the overworld, which look very similar. To use a teleport pillar, you will also need a rune mage reagent in your inventory. Only need to go back to your player house? Use the home teleporter device, which looks like a blue orb in your inventory. Pick up the orb from your belt and hold it for a few seconds to teleport home. Note this device has a 25-minute cooldown. While your player journal includes several pages of static maps, we recommend using the interactive map to help find your way around. You can view the map by current zone or the entire overworld at once. Zoom in or out using the slider on the right. Select a point of interest to set a waypoint to help direct your travels. The map can be enabled or disabled in the player menu under the graphics tab on the settings icon. Occasionally you will see colored beams of light in the sky around the overworld. These are public event beacons. The colors let you know how soon until the event starts. If the beacon is green, the event will start in 5 minutes, yellow 3 minutes, and red 1 minute. A blue beacon indicates an event is currently active. Follow the beacon to find the event. As you level up your class, you'll unlock talent options, which allow you to customize your playstyle. Talents unlock every 5 levels and can be viewed and selected in the Talents tab at the top of your character screen. Don't like the talent you chose? No problem. Just take a Potion of Forgetfulness, which can be purchased from the Odds and Ends shop in High Step to reset your talent options. As you gather resources and pick up loot bags, your inventory will start to fill up. As you run out of slots or approach max weight, return to your player house to offload items. The alchemy, lure crafting, and tinkering tables all have deposit buttons that allow you to move appropriate items to the table for storage and use with one action. Whatever doesn't fit there can go in your storage chest across from your alchemy table. You can unlock extra slots in the chest for additional dram as needed. You can also manage your inventory by breaking down or throwing out items. Some items, such as rewards chest and crated treasure maps, will need to be broken down in order to access their contents. Just select the item in your inventory, then hit the Use Item button in the bottom left of the screen. You can also use this button to break down extra armor and weapons into minor shards, which can then be sold to the apprentice smiths throughout the overworld for dram. Other items, such as resources or broken lures, can simply be tossed in order to clear space. As you die in combat, the durability of your armor will take a hit. Check the durability of your gear by hovering your tooltip over the item. Once durability reaches 0, the item will break and become unusable until it is fixed. Armor can be repaired by visiting an apprentice smith and paying a fee. If you have extras in your inventory, you can always apply new armor and break down the old for a minor shard. Dyes allow you to personalize your armor with color and can be acquired through loot bags, player trading, or on the auction house. Some can also be crafted in your cauldron. To apply a dye, select the dye in your inventory, then select the item you want to apply the dye to. Major dyes color the majority of the piece of armor, while accent dyes only highlight portions. If you are interested in PvP, this option can be turned on under the General Settings tab, but only while in your player house or high-step city. Note that if you enable PvP, you are consenting to the possibility that your character may be killed. Note also that all tradable items in your inventory will drop if you die, and other players with PvP enabled may pick them up. You are not tied to the class you selected during character creation. If you want to try other classes, visit the Beginner's Weapon NPC underneath the big tree in High Step to pick up weapons for any and all other classes. Simply swap out weapons to change your character's class. Just be careful that as you switch weapons, you are also equipping armor at the proper level and material for that class. Note that while you only need to equip a mallet to one weapon spot for the Bard class, there are actually 2 mallets available once equipped. Every monster in the overworld has a strength icon above their head. There is a key to monster strength indicator icons at the back of your player journal. If you're playing solo, you'll definitely want to stick to monsters with a green triangle or yellow diamond above their head. Avoid purple stars or red diamonds. The higher the difficulty, the harder the monster will obviously be to kill, but also the more likely the monster is to aggro on you from a distance. Some missions and quests will ask you to kill specific monsters. Note that while some monsters may look alike, they may not be the same type. To identify an enemy without engaging it, point at the monster from a safe distance to bring up its name. Monsters for active kill missions for Darius will have an exclamation mark over their head to easily identify them. When starting out, we recommend fully exploring the Settings tab of the Player menu to set things to your personal preferences. While there are many buttons here, a couple to point out. If you somehow get stuck in an odd place and can't move, select the Return to Graveyard button to be transported to the nearest graveyard. This also works well if you have successfully finished a dungeon and need to return to the beginning in order to leave. And should you encounter a bug while playing, you can submit an in-game bug report under the eye symbol in your player menu. Finally, don't be afraid to ask other players for help. The community is a good source of information for learning class mechanics, finding your way around, or any other basic info.